Hi everyone, it's Miss White, and today I'll be telling you a little bit about the trainings that I completed with my third grade team on how to use their new Promethean board devices. As I was saying, I completed training courses for my teachers on the Active Panel 9. This is an active panel that we received this year to our school. Prior to this, we were all using the smartboard projectors, so with new technology comes new challenges. Therefore, I decided to complete my trainings on how to use their new active panel.
But about our new device, so our Promethean boards are the updated version of the smart board, especially from the projector with the hole still in our walls. But anyways, you can say goodbye to your data projector and say hello to your smart screen, which is basically like an iPad on your wall. Anyways, so this is going to allow you to have complete autonomy from your personal device, and even if you forgot to bring it one day, you'd be perfectly fine. We have the Active Panel 9, which is the most recent edition of the active panel. So that allows Promethean to offer you different ways to connect wirelessly and all that kind of things. So setup options, you have 3 different ways that are the main ways to set it up. And I'm just going to kind of go through those for you. You're probably familiar with some of them, or you have a way that you prefer, but I'm also going to tell you like the pros and cons of each one. So screen share, this is the one where you have the green bar around your screen. So some of the pros is that it's wireless and you can share from anywhere in your room. You can be at your desk working on something and it's keeping up with your computer the whole time. And you don't have any cords or wires to fuss with. However, the cons is that the students will see everything on your computer screen. So be mindful of that when you pull things up, especially like balloons or emails or anything like that, because they can read. First grade would be a little bit easier, they can't read as much, so but third grade's definitely different. There is a slight delay in the transfer, so you'll be doing something on yours, you'll probably see it load first and then it'll load on this board. Oh, another thing I put on there is that you can't use a dual monitor, so there's a button on your computer that you can press that allows you to use a dual screen, so you can do something completely independent on yours while something's working independently on there, and you can't do that with screen share. There is a video for you to get on screen share if you'd like to use that in the future. However, I'll show you how to do it. I know you all know how to do it with your computers. However, I'll show you how to do it with an iPad. So, easy way is to have the Promethean app on your iPad already. And then you'll click down here. And here's your options. As we all know, this is something that we were shown in the training, screen share. Then you pull it up on your iPad, the Promethean app, and then you quickly press the screen share button, type in the code. A lot of times I have my kids read out the code just to make it easier. Your little icon will pop up down here. It's also a great way to show a student's iPad if they have anything that they'd like to share too. So all of my students have the Promethean app downloaded on their iPads in case I ever wanted to quickly show what they're doing on theirs, like a good example or something. And there's your screen, just like that. And when you're done, go back to the app, press stop sharing, and it'll close out. Then you can press X down here. So it works the same way for your device as well.
In the second training, we discussed the various ways and apps that are on their Promethean active panel. So using the information I got from training 1, I then edited my next lesson to make sure that I hit all the stuff that they needed to know.
For today, I'll show you the Chromium shortcuts. This one's fun to me because it kind of like keeps all my stuff. One that I created on mine was I linked it directly to my drive and YouTube. So when I click on this, it takes me right to YouTube right away. So I just click there, yeah. And then the other one I have, like I said, it takes me straight to my drive with like my daily slides and all of that. So I just get right there, no time wasted. And I'll show you how to do that one today. So, full screen YouTube. I know one that a lot of people have already on there that it loads up on is the Promethean screen. And if you don't like it doing that, you can go over to settings and He's like him. You can find it here in your. There it goes, opening Chromium. That's why it wasn't working. But you can go here and edit your settings to change what page it loads onto. So I have mine load onto my Google page first, because if I am in Chromium, it works just like regular Google Chrome, and it'll bring up what you use the most on your screen. So you can also click to it quickly there. But I'll go ahead and show you. So you click on, you go to the website you want to be on, click on the 3 tabs, and then you click install app. Sometimes it'll also have it listed as save to home screen, just like you do on a PC, like it's the same exact thing. So you click install and it'll add it, and now it's added to your applications. You can see I have 3 because I've been doing it again and again. That we have. I showed you how to do your own apps, but these are some of the pre-installed apps, and there's actually really fun ones that a lot of the technology that Horry County buys for schools is made for commercial use and not educational use. But Promethean boards are the one exception to that rule because they are made for educational use. Yes, they're made for corporate, however, they are designed with education in mind. So the whiteboard app, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with that one. This works a lot like just your regular, like our smart projector, I feel like. So the whole thing was a whiteboard basically. Again, apps, whiteboard has the little loop and the circle on it. These are a lot of fun. I use it all the time. I know Amanda had mentioned that she'll do this with writing so that she can have her writing over here and then have her prompt on this side. I do that as well.
What did you click to do?
What did you
So it's a little like window move button. It's by your X and all that. So if you'd like it to move to that side, click that one, and then you can switch it and move it to the other side.
Well,
It's
you
like a
also
little
use the
rectangle
area with like the lines so that
Yeah.
you can see. Like I model this a lot in
Oh,
writing.
So the grids, I use these a
I was
lot.
wondering where those were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been making my own lines.
So they're right here, like the little grid pattern is there, and you can choose between any of these. So the little houses, this would be really helpful in first grade. It's helpful now sometimes actually. But this is the one I end up using the most.
Yeah.
With the little dotted lines because they still need that for letter formation. And that hides everything. You can also change the colors of them so that it's darker. And then you can choose the background color. Oh, make it spooky. You can also pull up pictures. However, the pictures have to be saved onto your thing, but it does have some already for you. So like the mind maps, the Venn diagrams, so you don't have to sit there and draw that yourself.
In the 3rd lesson, we discussed Active Inspire. This is just like the Smart Notebook app that we used with our smart boards, but it's just for the Promethean board.
I know something I saw people do with a lot of these tools in their Smart Notebook files is that they would use the typing tool on Smart Notebook and then cover it up with these, and that would allow you to move shapes and objects anywhere around, and students would even be able to do that on their own. So there's some more tools in the tools section where you can see them exactly. Magic Ink is actually a really fun way for students to write on a document, and you can keep it there or you can choose to get it off. That was a feature in Smart Notebook, but I feel like it would just kind of automatically do it for you at the end when you would choose to save it or not. There's also the Revealer tool that, just like in Smart Notebook, where you can hide a slide completely and slowly reveal it as you move it down. There's also a camera, a spotlight for you to highlight things. I know one of the lessons on here actually used this tool for students to do kind of like a search and find around the page. So they would just take this and move it around and look for letters or math equations and stuff like that to make a game out of it.
After all the lessons were completed, the teachers responded positively to the information I gave them, and many of them came up to me to tell me that they tried plugging their Active and Panel in a new way, or tried making an Active Inspire lesson, and so much more. And that really shows that your trainings work. When teachers respond positively and come back to tell you that they tried what you said, they gave it a shot, they were being daring, that's really how you know that they enjoyed the lesson and decided to try it on their own.